Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to our virtual Temple Emanu-El Shabbat service. We, of course, will be using Mishkan T'filah, a Reformed prayer book which opens from right to left. And if you don't have one at home, I would highly recommend that you think about ordering one online, but you also can actually get it from the Central Conference of American Rabbis, and you can get it onto your iPad or your other device if you want to follow along with us as well. We begin with Ma Yafeh Hayom on page 128. Continue with L'cha Dodi on pages 138 and 139. continue the lighting of our Shabbat candles on pages 120 and 121. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel
And you know our tradition. As we welcome Shabbat, I invite you to welcome, if anyone's with you, wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Even if you have a four-legged member of your family with you right now, wish them a Shabbat Shalom. We continue with Barchu. Please rise if you are able, but you're at home, you could do whatever you want. As we continue with Barchu. Page 146. Continue on page 149. Please join me if you're able. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, for whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. Page 150.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael. Torah u'mitzvot
invite you to join us in taking a deep breath in and exhaling out as we continue with Shema on pages 152 and 153.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know
Continue on page 154 with Ve'ahavta.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anuchi mitzavecha Hayom alevavecha, vishinantam levanecha, vidibarta bam, bishivtecha, bevetecha, uvlechtecha vaderech, uvshochbecha, uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beinenecha. Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kiroshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot lachem le'Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God.
We continue responsively on page 157. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there's one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. We continue with Mi Chamocha on page 158. Page 161, let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, ha-poresh sukat shalom aleinu, v'kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. We continue on page 162 with Vishamru.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
We continue now the central portion of our worship with our tefillah on pages 164, 166, and 168. Please rise if you are able.
Adonai, Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot, Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Ve'ezrat Sarah. Ata Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Ata Rav Lehoshia, Ma'ashiv HaRuach U'Morid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Ve'Rofei Cholim, U'Matir Asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umido melach, melech meimit umechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol. Ata Kadosh v'Shimcha Kadosh, Ukroshim b'chol yom Yahalelucha Selah, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
Page 171. Days pass and the years vanish, and we walk sightless among miracles. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowing. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illumines the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see wherever we gaze that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for the holiness and exclaim in wonders, how filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it. Blessed is the Eternal One, the Holy God, Baruch Atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh. Page 175. We join together. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, and our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch Atah Adonai, she'odcha levadcha bi'irah na'avod. We continue on page 178 with Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael.
invite you to join me in taking a deep breath in and exhaling out. And as we breathe in now, I invite you to feel that sense of connection that we must feel even during these difficult times. And exhale out all that fear that you're feeling right now. Another deep breath in as you breathe in that sense of Shabbat peace. And exhale out Mishagas. As we pause now in silent reflection. This week's parashah is actually a double portion, Vayakel and Pekudei, from the book of Exodus, and it continues the narrative of the building of the Mishkan, the portable tabernacle. There are many, many details about the Mishkan that are expressed. In fact, it becomes almost numbing how many details there are about the variety of things that are part of the Mishkan, the portable tabernacle. We do find some important things like the ark poles and the lampstand. We have also the incense altar and the vestments that later on will become part of the Torah vestments later on. Of course, there's so much detail, like I said, in this week's portion, and I think there's something to be said about detail. Look what's happening in our world right now. What we really need is to be absolutely focused on the details. Whenever there's illness, whenever there's a sickness, especially the situation we're in now, we really need our medical teams to be literally in the roots of the situation. And that's what we're looking for doing right now, right? All of us are expecting those medical professionals around us to be doing their thing so that not only are we able to thwart the advancement of this illness, but that we actually can learn from it for future. That's really the point, I think, of getting into the details. It's about us spending enough energy and time to really understand something and to turn it and to turn it and to turn it again. That is so much part of our tradition as a people, to truly analyze something. To be glib and to look at the surface level of something, that's not what we need. We need to find ourselves in the details. So in this particular Shabbat, when we are all homebound, let us take a deep breath within, looking at the blessings that surround us. And what a wonderful opportunity for us to look at the details of our home that we so often don't have the time to focus on. May this be a wonderful week for all of us. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with Elena on page 586. Please rise if you're able.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'tet gedula le'otzer breshit, shehu notei shamayim ve'oser haaretz, u'moshev yikaro b'shamayim mima'al, u'shchinatu zo begofhei meromim, u'Eloheinu ein od, va'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו Shema Echad.
We now focus our energies toward those who are ill and in need of healing. On this Shabbat, we think of Jason Adams, Adam Beresh, Chana Bat Miriam, Eliana Bat Chana, Tony Berliner, Dr. Arnold Berliner, Robert Berg, Barbara Berlant, Sarah Beinstock, Sandy Beinstock, Rich Burns, Esther Burton, Simone Cardinet, Mal Kosman, Hadley Crane, Rebecca Lindecker, Elise Epstein, Peter Fadum, Beverly Furman, Jason Fishoff, Carolyn Franklin, Sandy Friedman, Jennifer Guerrera, Courtney Hansen, Lee Henderson, Celeste Hutchinson, Barbara Jackowitz, Evelyn Katz McCosker, Jerry Kane, Patrice Lacey, Leah Tzvia Batliba Ve'elchanan, Janice Lucero, Young Sung Lot, Father Bill Leninger, Shirley Lerner, Gary Levine, Penny Levine, Austin Lucero, Patrick McCluskey, Eva Misley, Henry Malconey, Peggy Monroe, Melanie Pearson, Judy Pell, Carol Ross, Marilyn Rudy, Richard Rusnak, Dolores Sams Hoy, Laura Sanders, Marilyn Silver, Sybil Summer, Donna Thyman, Pham Tai Trang, Martha Walker, Teresa Walsh, Claire Cecil Watson, Jeannie Watson, Nancy Weisenfeld, Dana Williams, Karen Williams, Sue Witten, Sherman Wong, as we now join together in Sheberach, praying for their better health. On this Shabbat, we also focus on those who have most recently died or have died in years past. On this Shabbat, we especially think of those that are grieving the Shloshim, the first 30 days of mourning for our beloved former mayor Susan Hammer, Seema Jaffe, Glenn Farber, Barbara Runetke, Irene Neal. We also think of the following that are grieving the Shana, the first year mourning for Rabbi Samuel Brody, Carrie Broding, Laura Bruckheimer, Alexander Burstein, Stephen Roney Bush, Dr. Bernard Cohen, Norma Cohn, Vivian David, Jean Donnelly, Michael Dubrow, Marie Edwards, Mark Emanuel, Jackie Fazio, Marv Fox, Rob Friedman, Angela Gold, Mel Grant, Lorna Hoffman, Joan Hammer, Erwin Jacobson, Dolores Jaffe, Lori Kaplan, Brana Reuven Kate, Howard Kaufman, Vera Kessler, Rabbi Peter Noble, Lori LeMay, Morton Levine, Ray Levine, Ted Lewis, Judy Siegler-Lieberson, John Myers, Edith Rosenberg, Marion Pattinson, Victor Ratner, Fred Retchen, David Reisner, Leo Rinsler, Karina Salzman, Lorraine Samuel, Jane Schwartz, Art Silver, Sophie Siemens, Alice Sklar, Sandra Sokolek, Bruce Summer, Bernard Spillman, Joan Rusnak-Weinberg, Jill Wernick. We also think of the following yahrzeits that we observe on this Shabbat: for George Samuel Abelson, Hilda Ale, Shirley Applebaum, Dorothy Bennett, Olga S. Berman, Sheldon Blickman, Samuel Jack Brown, Lizzie Cohen, Max Cohen, Charlotte Daniels, Jackie Fagan, Irving Friedman, Melvin Friedman, Stuart Gans Sr., Faye Genzel, George Hetzner, Eileen B. Gittin, Edith Green, Joel Hawk, Marilyn Hecht, Hilda Herlick, Robert Hirsch, Albert Hoffheimer, Julius Jackal, Arthur Jones, Paul Kaplan, Judith Ann Karcham, Erwin Isidore Katz, Manuel Labor, Mary Samuels Levy, Ruth Lewis, Irving John Lurie, Myrtle McKay, Lee Mandel, Louise Mann, Lena Marcus, Ethel Migdal, Aaron Miller, Walter J. Morris, Benjamin Myers, David Nathan, Gertrude Osiel, Louis Perlberg, Gavin Peters, Rena Price, Miriam Rohan Resnick, Malka Roll, Leo Roslin, Lillian Rosen, Shirley Rossner, Gussie Rubin, Tam Saxey, Habib Sahim, Esther Schneider, Hedy Shkor, Helena Schwab, Mark Siegel, Alan Schlein, Elliot Sklar, Meyer Shopko, Joseph Schulman, Irving Siegel, Albert Simon, Emma Simon, Eugene Snyder, Rose Spector, Ann Stern, Nathan Winter. Zichronam Livracha, may the memories of all of our loved ones endure as a blessing. We continue on page 598 with Kaddish Yatom, our Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, ve'amad divrach chirutei ve'amlich malchutei, ve'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei techol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalav uzman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olmei almaya, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה ברכו לעילם מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה משמיה וחיים עלינו וכל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו וכל ישראל Amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who are grieved among us, or wherever they may be, as we say together, Amen.
Shalom tova ubracha. Sim shalom tova ubracha. Sim shalom tova ubracha. Chaim chen v'chesed v'rachamim. Sim shalom tova ubracha. Aleinu ve'al kol Beit Yisrael. Sim shalom tova ubracha. Chaim chen v'chesed v'rachamim. Sim shalom tova ubracha. Aleinu ve'al kol Beit Yisrael.
We conclude with a song for peace, Oseh Shalom.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom,
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.